Hello everybody, today's video is how to be more talkative and less shy. So the first thing is always down to the mindset. So if you want to be more talkative, like that's a want in you, but you can't do it right now, it's not like you physically can't talk, right? If I fucking put a gun to your head and said, all right, scream, talk, just keep yapping, you probably would be able to do that to some regard, right? So it's not a physical problem. It's something that's stopping you, and that stoppage is coming in the mindset. And so it either could be a sense of anxiety that you get, not wanting to look bad, make yourself look a fool. You don't want to anger the other person, annoy the other person, bother the other person. And if that's so, it's either coming from a low lack of self-esteem or an experience. And usually what I'll find is it's a mix of both of them. And so you'll have lower self-esteem in yourself, and this will give you the hesitation, I think I'm going to bother them. I can't say this because that. And an experience of not understanding that other people actually want to have fun in conversations. And if you're able to provide that, that would be amazing. That would be like a source of value, a source of goodness. But in a lot of cases, you're the one looking for other people to give that to you. Are other people playful? Are other people in a good mood? That'll make me in a good mood. And another thing is, I can't be myself until this person shows that they like me, which again is also a resistant barrier, more of an experience. So some mindsets that you may have is it's weird to talk, and this could be with coworkers, families, friends, people that you meet out on your day. If you just want to be more talkative, you probably have a mindset somewhere that it's weird to start convos. It's weird to be playful, to start convos. And these are the same that I kind of had too. I was like, why are you talking to this random person? You're annoying them. You're going to go up and annoy that person? What the hell? Wrong. The mindset that is debilitating you so much is that if you think it's not even a good thing to do in the beginning, well, you're already going to have a resistance in your mind and in your body. Your body is going to literally kick up cortisol, stress, telling your physical body, giving you feelings, don't do this, it's wrong, you may get hurt. But it's because of the mindset you have. Another mindset you may have is, I'm boring, or I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to talk about. And in that case, you have to lower the bar. What to talk about. Now, I'm going to give you something that you've probably heard a million times before, but it's true. To be interesting, you must be interested. And so we need to address these root issues. Inexperience just means you do not have what I call reference experiences. Meaning I can go into my data bank of my memory of my head, and I can pull out dozens of different social interactions with different people in different places where I had done something where I felt like, oof, that was a bit much. That was not me. That's not something I would have done. But then I did it and I was okay. So one of this reference experiences is the ability to express yourself. Now, expression comes, yes, in the words that you say, but it mostly comes in the subcommunications. It comes in your body language, your eye contact, and your tone of voice. And so if you're not able to express yourself, you're not talkative, your tone of voice is very small and meek and shy, and you don't use it a lot, well, your expression is small, your subcommunications show that, and so that's the only reference experience that you had, that you talking more small, more like this, maybe not as loud, maybe keeping to yourself more. And so what you have to do is break your current experiences and get new ones, new reference experiences. And the way you get these new reference experiences is by showing to your mind that it is okay, to be more expressive, and that nothing bad happens, and actually good usually does come out of it, right? And so what that could be is, instead of laughing very quietly, you laugh loud. And it's not faking it. No, but you completely embody it. And so if there's something that makes you want to laugh, and instead of you going, kind of holding that back, it's you allowing that fully. And so it's allowing the expression of yourself fully. And so at a very base core, it's giving yourself permission. Now, while you're watching these videos, I give you permission to do this too. So not only do you have permission you need to get permission from yourself, I give you permission to do this also. And so by doing very small things like this, you will gain reference experiences. Reference experiences where I can speak a bit louder, I can laugh a bit louder, I can say the thing I want to say, and I say it with confidence, I say it a bit loud, I say it with playful energy. And what that's going to do is build these reference experiences. Now, if you want to be more talkative, again, be interested, but also give your own personal input. And so you want to be telling, if you can, stories. They don't have to be insane. Stories are a very hard one to do, personally, just for me. But it's all about, again, the sub-communications that are coming through this. And so everything that you are saying, you want to be relaxed. You don't want to be like super nervous, just at ease, relaxed, and also take it a bit slow. So slower in your words, slower in your delivery. Instead of taking ums and uhs and oohs, it's practicing taking silent pauses. And if you watch these videos, I'm thinking up here, I may take a silent pause for like 20 seconds. Now, sometimes I edit them out, but if it's a pause, like, and I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm looking for the next sentences in my head, I will go and I will think here. I'll lean on my whiteboard for like 10 seconds, and then I'll think, and I'll say the thing. But I won't say or eh. I'm relaxed, I'm slow, and I'm coming to the statements that I want to say, the things I need to say at the pace that they come to me. So I have this one friend, his name's Evan. Evan speaks incredibly slow, sometimes makes you want to shoot myself. But the way that he speaks is very confident. He's on his own time. It doesn't come across that he needs to get his words out because he doesn't believe in himself. But his words come out very, very slow, where personally I'm like, oh my fucking God, I can't take this anymore. And so it's finding a balance between yourself, what is a good pace for you, but also making sure that pace is not too quick. Slowing it down. Pronouncing your words. And so what this is going to do is, when you are talkative, it's a good type of talkative. It's not a blathering all over the place. It's talkative from a confident person. So the way that you can tell more stories, and a really good way to do this is by any time that something in your, like, you don't need to get really cool things for stories to happen, always amazing, but when things go wrong, that's a good story. And so you can tell your, story about your vacation to London or this or that, but like, and we saw the Big Ben Tower, and it was amazing. But if you can add specifics, details into your stories, and then even from there, add beliefs, add personal input. I was in England, and I was like, oh my God, it's my first time there. I get to see a whole new country. I'm fucking excited out of my ass. And the first time the plane lands, I get there, I get to the officer at the airport, and he's like, sir, I was 16 at the time. He's like, sir, do you have a letter from your parents saying you're allowed to be here? I was like, no. He's like, okay, I'm gonna have to take you to a special room and have some conversation with you. And I'm 16, I'm in this fucking international airport in a country I've never been to, in a border security office, I don't know if it was a border, but airport security office with grown men around me asking, okay, I don't think you're a terrorist, but you ain't got no letter, you're here unarrived, I have no idea who you are, you're 16, what the fuck is going on? And I'm shy myself very much, so I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. You see how I'm adding personal details into that story? You see how I'm adding my personal input? You see how, there's a little bit of spiciness, there's a little bit of intrigue with how it went wrong? But most importantly, do you see how relaxed I'm saying it? It's not that I'm saying it super slow. It's like an ordinary pace. But you see how relaxed I am in the sub-communications as I speak? It's just a normal thing coming out of me. And then also at the end of your stories, if you can put a change in belief or life. So by the end of the story, I could be like, just to really wrap things up, I would say something like, and after all that, they got it figured out. They called up my mom back in fucking Canada at 5 a.m. to wake her ass up and say, is this really your son? After all that, I came to the conclusion, I'm never going to England again. Shit was cold as fuck outside anyways, It's just like Canada, but with different accents. And so by that end of the story, there's humor in there. There's emotion in there. It's not just like, I did this, then this happened, then this happened. It's my personal journey throughout the experience that I went through. And I'm adding these different emotions that I felt. And so if you want to be more engaging, it's about adding that emotion into it too. And so yes, I'm trying to teach you how to be more talkative, but talkative in the right way. You just don't want to be blabbering. That's not an attractive thing. People who blabber and go off and off and off about the most random bullshit in the world aren't attractive, right? And so it's telling a good story like that, practicing it because you're probably going to suck at firsthand, and then asking questions afterwards. If you're able to do this, give your own input, and that input being good and that input being confident in your sub-communications and relaxed and at ease, well, and then you ask a question, that's going to be way more powerful. That person's going to be like, oh, damn, okay, this guy contributed to the conversation a lot. He's actually funny and interesting to talk to and seems like he's okay with his space. I will engage in this conversation more. I will be more open to talking too. And so a lot of it is actually a little bit of your personal input and then asking a question and getting them to talk. Another huge thing is your FOJ. And so this comes from your anxiety. Where is it? Anxiety, yeah. So your fear of judgment. Fear of judgment is like, but would they like me if I said that? What you need to do is kill the fear of judgment. And the way that you lower your fear of judgment is by activating your release muscle. So your release muscle is something that happens when you're drinking and when you're intoxicated, and maybe you've never drunk before, but it happens when you're with your friends, when you're in a good group, and you're in that social flow state where you're just saying things that are coming to your mind and they just seem to be funny. You're just saying things that come to your mind and they just come off naturally. You're not overthinking. You're not in your head being like, oh, are these people going to judge me for what I'm saying? Nah. When in those cases, you need to be conscious of when I'm in my release muscle. And again, it's on a scale like everything in the world. So you can be like high FOJ, release muscle, and be somewhere in between out of all the spectrum. But when you're in your release muscle and you feel like, hey, I'm kind of comfortable, I'm kind of relaxed, I'm not overthinking about everything, understand how you feel in that moment. And if there's moments in your life in the past where you've been very open and relaxed, try to remember those moments. Remember how you felt in those moments and let that feeling overtake your body once again and then come from that energy. I like to give practical advice with science, the body, and I also like to give energy advice because some things are very hard to explain with just the body parts inside of you. A lot of stuff is much easier to understand when we're talking about energy, because when I'm giving you this voice, when I'm giving you this fucking message on the board here, it's energy coming across. Not a lot of it. If I were to tell a story, there'd be a lot more energy in there because there'd be a lot more emotion. But as I'm giving this kind of more intellectual, more factual advice, the energy is still here from my voice, but from the actual info of what I'm saying, there's not a lot of emotion in there. And so your release muscle is going to be how open you are with others, and are you overthinking everything that you're saying so much? If you have a hard time being talkative, it's because you're overthinking, because you can be talkative with other people, right? And if you can't be talkative with any other person in the world, well, that's probably because of self-esteem, right? If you have the experience, say you grew up in a family in which anytime you said anything or you did anything, they're like, oh, that's awesome, fucking Jimmy. I love that, bro. You're awesome. You're cool. You went to school every single day that you grew up. That's awesome, Jimmy. You're the man. You're the man. Well, what's going to happen? You're going to have this mindset that I'm the man. You're not going to have a mindset of it's weird to start conversations. You're gonna have the mindset that people love it when I start conversations with them. Imagine you go up to someone and say, hey, Jonathan, how are you? And Jonathan's like, Jimmy, my fucking best friend ever. What's up, bro? But now imagine you go up to Jonathan and you're like, what's up, Jonathan? And Jonathan's like, Jimmy, fuck off. No one likes you. Well, what are you going to think about yourself? I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't think people want to talk to me. I think it's weird that I even go up and talk to other people because of all these things that has happened in my past. Now they shape my outlook on the world and how I think things will play out. Or do I think it's normal? Do I think it's fun? Do I think it's uplifting the vibe? And if you're giving me negative energy to that, you're weird. But if this happens when you're a kid and you have lower self-esteem, well, you don't believe the other kids. You don't believe yourself. You believe the other kids. You believe your parents. And so if your parents said, you're stupid, you're this, you're that, you're going to believe them. And then when you go to the real world and you talk to other people, you can have these mindsets. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. And then you're literally thinking to yourself, all these things are true. They're going to come out. And if they come out, this person's not going to like me. And then you don't talk and you don't express yourself. And that's the key difference. In almost every single person I've talked to, that is the key difference. And let's say you're talking to a girl and you have inexperience, right? You have good beliefs about yourself. You think you're a pretty cool guy, but you don't know how to get from stranger to, hey, I like you, and showing expression. Well, the first thing, just like I said before, it's an exchange of your personal beliefs and input about the world, about the other person. Start making statements. This is a huge thing. Okay, let me just go over some actual fucking real things I could give you, okay? Statements. You look like you do this. You look like you do that. And then I want you to make it very playful. Playful in the energy, playful in the words, and then I want you to stretch it. So this is more humor. So there was this one girl I was talking to at my work one day, and she has blonde hair, blue eyes. I was like, man, you are like the most stereotypical Swedish person ever. Like, do you just love fish? Like, do you just eat those fish every day? Just like your main course of meal? And I'm just harping her on about looking very Swedish, Swedish people eating fish. Her fucking dad's a Viking. She loves skiing. And I'm just making all these statements off an assumption that what she kind of looked like. Now, that is a good assumption. Swedish people are universally known as kind of beautiful. Swedish people are known as a good country socio-economically, and so it's actually kind of good to be called Swedish. And so when I was talking to that one girl, blue eyes, blonde hair, she wasn't Swedish. She was fucking Canadian. And so it's such a stretch to call her Swedish, to say that she speaks Sweden, that her dad is a Viking. This shit is such a stretch, but it comes off so playful and natural, so playful and over the top that they obviously know I'm joking. And my energy inside is playful too. I have a smirk, I'm laughing. Everything is communicating. Fun, fun, fun. That's the type of energy fun people want to be around. Positive people want to be around. If I'm negative and I'm serious and I gotta do this, we got this, you're doing this bad, you're doing this bad. Dude. Live your life. We're going to be here for 70 years. We get to meet people who've gone through their entire life, who have experiences of their own, and you're just going to be so negative and this, that, blah, blah. Enjoy your time. Life is going to be over one day. You're going to be dead. Enjoy the time you have. And you enjoy the time you have with other people. And you bring that positivity in you, and you give it out. Right? So be talkative in like the best way possible. And then once you do this, you slowly start building your conversational skills. What's going to happen is that you're going to build these experiences, and you're going to build more reference experiences, and it's going to feel more and more natural, and you're going to get a better grip of how it is. Even better than you listening to what I'm saying right now is for you to get into conversations and maybe even hear someone who already has good conversational skills banter, be fun, tease, and have a good conversation with another person, and then you're watching that, you're looking at that, you're hearing that, you're seeing the body language, you're seeing the reactions, you're hearing the voice, you're hearing the tones, you're seeing everything, and then you're like, oh, that's how it is. Oh, look how open and expressive you can be, and look at the reply and response you get. I can do that, and I want to do that. Okay, I'll try it now. I know what it looks like. I know what it sounds like. I'll put this into action. I'll do it, and now it's actually better. Now you're going to feel more anxiety when you go do it yourself. You do it again and again and again until you get that anxiety over the top, or till you feel comfortable with it. And the same thing for self-esteem. If you don't believe that you're good enough to talk to other people, you need to go into conversations with good energy anyways, and so those people respond well back to you. If you go in with negative energy every conversation, guarantee you people are going to give you negative energy back, or they're not going to be quality people if you guys are bonding over negative energy. And so you need to kind of fake the positive energy, which it shouldn't be hard to fake, because everyone can have some positive energy. Be grateful. You're alive today. That's gratefulness. You have both legs. Grateful. Both arms. Grateful. My voice works. Grateful. I had food. Grateful. I'm in this. Grateful. And so no matter what, you all have positivity that you can bring inside of you, but it comes from your gratitude. I love you. If you want more help talking to me personally, my one-on-one coaching so you can be fun in conversations, be able to flirt confidently and attractively, become the person that you want to become, book a call for my one-on-one coaching or for a one-on-one strategy session with me. I also have a school that I'm building right now. I don't know if the link will be in the description, but if you want to join that 7-day free trial, cancel at any time. Have a good one. Peace out. Bye. Love you.